So Conor rolls out, takes the bump, toes the rubber, looking like a filthy lefty, just owning it. Loosens his shoulders some and uncorks one. I mean, that thing that he uncorks goes nowhere near home plate. It goes flying at the backstop and nearly takes out some innocent fans between home plate and the dugout. Now, here's the thing. If you're looking for me to do that extremely tired thing where I rank that with 50 Cent, Mariah Carey, the mayor of Cincinnati, and Carly Rae Jepsen spiking the ball directly into the ground. If you're looking for me to do that, man, just keep moving. Keep right on moving. You see, Conor, that pitch, that was pure genius. This guy is a viral marketing legend, one of the best to ever do it. And that's what that was all about. If this guy shows up and he fires a P right down the middle, what's that get him? Absolutely nothing. Who would ever even care or remember that? Absolutely nobody.
Absolutely nobody.
This is what I'm saying. He knows that. If this guy goes to Wrigley in a good-looking suit and goes mid-90s and paints the black, I wouldn't be talking about that today. That wouldn't have made the show, much less The Open. I would not be talking about that today, and nobody else would either. And you know he hates that. Just as you know, he's not having that. Instead, he shows up and he pretends like he's trying to hit the catcher's glove, and he damn near throws it out of the stadium altogether. And he gets retweets, and he gets likes, and he gets viral run like a boss. This is how you do it. You see, the old way of throwing out a first pitch is to actually throw a good first pitch. The new way and the best way is to throw a terrible first pitch. It used to be that if you showed up and you didn't throw a great first pitch, it was embarrassing. Now, if you throw a great first pitch, it's almost as embarrassing because nobody remembers it. Nobody. You want to maximize your exposure? Then you better throw something that hits the screen behind the home plate. Better yet, buzz an umpire. No, better yet, knock out some unsuspecting pedestrian's eye on the street. Conor knows this. He knows it. Check out the in-game interview with him about that first pitch.
Sitting now with Conor McGregor, who threw out the first pitch. Conor, I'm not going to waste any time. Your first pitch.
The most devastating first pitch ever seen in the iconic Wrigley Field.
So I say this pitch is a little high. You say it's perfect.
Well, the venom is there, the power is there. It's a little off accurate-wise, but, you know, I'm on the one leg. You can see me base fully on the left leg that was just recently injured. I'm happy with that. I'll take that on board, yeah?
Because you were saying that you call it the venom, the power. I say you call it velo, right?
Yeah, velo, yeah. Well, if you could measure the power, I don't think there was much power difference between mine and them out there. Just the accuracy is a little off, but...
Just a little off.
I'm happy with it. It was either lob it friendly or, you know, aim to take him off his feet. And if that was on target, we would have had a problem, I'd say.
Does this dude get it or what? I mean, that's perfect. Perfect execution and then an even better explanation. Quote, did he sound like he was embarrassed, this guy? He was ecstatic. He was euphoric. And I am even listening to him describe it. The most devastating first pitch ever seen. He's right. The venom is there. The power is there. And those are the two things that you want most of all. Trust me, anybody who has ever thrown out that first ball knows that. I know. I did it. I've been there. I did it in front of a huge stadium full of people. I did it at the old Jack Murphy Stadium way back in the day in San Diego. I'll never forget it. I came out of the dugout right before I took the bump. Janet grabs me and she says, and she's the most supportive person in the world, she says, and I swear, and I quote, "Please, honey, don't embarrass the family." Yeah, thanks, babe. So I go out there and I hit the spot. Then I come back and she says, "I am so proud of you." Yeah, but I knew better. I didn't do my job. I knew my pitch lacked venom and it lacked power. just as Connors knew that he had it. Does that guy sound embarrassed by that pitch? Of course not. Because he had a plan, and he worked that plan, and he worked it to perfection. So if he had stopped right there, he had a good night. It's a win. He won that day. But he didn't stop right there. He wasn't done for the night. He still had the 7th inning stretch and a chance to sing Take Me Out to the Ball Game. So if he had that good of a plan for throwing out the first ball, as you might imagine, he again did the damn thing, and he dominated the 7th inning stretch as well.
What's up, Chicago? The mic is back, and so are the Cubs. Let's go, Chicago Cubs! I'm here with Mateo, here with Kieran. We're gonna sing the song. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back. So let's root the Cubbies. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Let's go, Chicago!
All right, so here's my review of that performance. The venom was there. The power was there. And again, the tired thing here is to crush somebody for how they butchered that song. I mean, I could play clips from Jeff Gordon.
Chicago, it's great to be here at Wrigley Stadium. You guys ready to do this? A 1, a 2, a 3. Take me out to the ball game.
I mean, I can jump in there and say, are you guys ready to do this? You obviously weren't, my man. But I'm not going to do that. Or I can mix in Mike Ditka with his speed metal version of it.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me something that's
Mike, why are you so angry? They love you. But I'm not doing that. Or I can mix in Scott Pippen.
To the ball. I don't care if
I'm not going to point out a Chicago icon. How does that cheapskate show up like that? But I'm not going to. That's not what this is about. I'm not even going to get into how challenging that song is, how hard it is to sing in that context, into that mic, into that stadium, with those acoustics. Nor am I going to get into the fact that Conor probably never even heard that song before in his entire life. And he's out there just selling it and nailing it. He's out there singing about Cracker Jacks, and he's selling out. I bet that guy's never even heard that song before. No, and don't come in here and clown him for his accent, for when he was counting it down. And don't tell me he sucks as a singer. I'm telling you, I thought that was great. I thought that was tremendous. He had so much venom, so much power. Like, you hear a guy yelling words with no rhythm or meter. I hear a marketing genius. I'll tell you what it's not about. It's not about showing up and singing that song perfectly and hitting every single note. Who cares about that? You take that bull crap and you go on one of those talent shows that are on every single night of the week that I pride myself in never having once seen. If this guy shows up sounding like Freddie Mercury, does that get buzz? Does that move product? Does that sell tickets for his next fight? Of course not. The better approach is to get up there, come absolutely nowhere near the correct notes, and get people to talk. And Conor did just that. Think about it. Matt Nagy butchered his delivery of the words back in the day, and I'm still talking about it. I was still talking about it this week.
To the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack.
I'm still talking about that.
And Cracker Jack.
He did the whole thing yesterday. The review on the field did in fact show that he said penis, but there was not enough evidence to overturn. Fact of the matter is, not only am I still talking about him doing that, I'm going to argue that that's the best thing that guy's done since arriving in Chicago. So nothing but, and I'm talking about Nagy. That's the best thing that guy's done since arriving in Chicago, that song. So nothing but respect for Conor. He nailed it. The venom is there. The power is there. There are some things that Conor has done that I will never defend. I mean, some pretty despicable things, pretty reprehensible things. But I've got his back all day long on this one. This is the dude that at one time had the entire world looking at him, reacting to him, responding to him, eating out of the palm of his hand. Because that dude used to crack dudes and put them to sleep, and did so with venom and power. And he knew how to put on a show. Whether or not he can still do the former is questionable, but the latter is still intact, and I'm here for it because he just proved he can still win the day and the internet. So good job. Good job, Conor. Good effort. I wonder if on the way to the bump, I wonder if Conor's wife hit him with, "Do not embarrass the family." Because short of a pigeon flying on a direct collision course with Conor's first pitch, you really can't throw a more memorable first pitch. Hey. Maybe Conor's right. Maybe Conor was right the last time we saw him, and he was on the mat with a shattered foot screaming, "This is not over."
This is not over.
Not the greatest look at the time. But I don't know, man. Maybe if I'm Dustin Poirier, I'm not sure I want any of this smoke now. So I don't know how you saw it. But that's how I saw it. And that was my point of view. And in this case, my point of view is the correct point of view. Or you can just go the other way and do like everybody else and try and rank it. Hey, why don't we rank that first pitch among some of the worst? Fine, you can. I'm here to tell you that was a great thing.